Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. Before we even get started, I gotta say two things. Happy belated birthday to the legendary, the iconic Public Enemy #1, Chuck D. And also, rest in peace to Pee Wee Herman. I ain't even calling my man by his real name. Sound disrespectful, I know. But let's be real, when you saw his face, he was like Pee Wee. Even when the joint happened in the movie theater, he was like, no, not Pee Wee Herman. When you seen him on other movies, you was like, oh snap, is that Pee Wee Herman? There ain't nobody out here calling that man by his real name. I don't even know his real name. That's how wild it is. You know what I'm saying? Not to be disrespectful, just say it. So rest in peace to Pee Wee Herman. Let's get on with this show, man. This episode, we in the world of hip hop now. It's hip hop's month. Y'all know how we get down, man. I want to say this right here. LA, West Coast, hip hop. We gonna talk about the LA Dream Team. That's what this episode's about. LA Dream Team. For those that don't know, they're like the first hip hop group to really make it big out there on the West Coast. The West Coast, when we talk about West Coast hip hop, we talk about Too Short, we talk about Ice-T, we talk about N.W.A. And it's like history has made it where it's like when you talk about hip hop on the West Coast, that's where it starts at, and then it flourishes from there. Nah, there was a whole nother scene bubbling before gangster rap and the pimp talk really came into play, and it was that party vibe. It was that get up and party vibe. Imagine Luke, but on the West Coast, with the don't shop, shake it, make it, boom. You know, the music was really, let's get down and dance, let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? It won't X-rated like Luke. I'm just saying the vibe was very, let's go out here and dance, because at the end of the day, when we scratch away all the MCing, that was the job of the DJ. The DJ's job was to go, yo, let's have a good time, throw all these party records on. Then I found that dope break within these party records, and we rocked the breaks and had the people enjoying it. Then the rapper would come along and be like, yo, I'm gonna spit my bars. Cool. So it was always about the dancing and the vibing and having a good time thing. That's peace, love, unity, and having fun. Those are actually the foundations of hip hop. Peace, love, unity, and having fun. Boom. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. LA Dream Team, they embodied that. That was their vibe. That was their get down. They did their thing. Salute to them dudes. And even salute to them dudes plus the female as time went on. Salute to that group. You know what I mean? That was a good move. That was a dope look. This is what we doing. This month will not be like the other months where it's like, yo, all we gonna do is talk about hip hop. No, I'm just saying I set it off with that because they're one of those unsung. Like, what is it? I forgot what's the name of it. The one cable show that's like BET, got bought out by BET. Them joints, they had a joint called Unsung. That's your unsung right there. The first dudes of hip hop that didn't get to blow up like that on the West Coast. West Coast hip hop that didn't get to really touch mainstream. You know what I'm saying? But they did their thing. It was popular. They was popping. They was popping back in them days for themselves, man. Don't get it twisted. They did their thing, man. For real. It all, like I said, we love to talk about N.W.A, Too Short out there in the Bay Area, who was actually originally from LA. Boom, that's just real, that's a little gem for y'all, man. Anyway, talk about Ice-T, and we just talk about all that, you know what I'm saying? Look, let me just tell y'all something, man. Hip-hop history is so dope. Ice Cube was in a group that used to sound like the Beastie Boys. Dr. Dre did some beats for him. That's how dope that is. That's the dopeness. Ice Cube was in a group called CIA. They sound like the Beastie Boys. Don't believe me? Google it up. It's just Ice Cube, CIA, and you'll hear it. You'll hear this dude sounding like Beastie Boys. Real talk. Ice Cube and Dre was connected back then. That is well before the N.W.A. Back then. Eazy-E was rocking with these dudes back then. When they had a New York East Coast group or another group from another area, and DOC was was coming through out there, was going out there, and all of this was to try to get West Coast hip hop popping. Because whether people know, again, quick little history gem for y'all. The original Ghetto Boys, outside of Willie D, them dudes were New York guys. You know what I'm saying? They were New York dudes. Because that was the whole thing. To get that credibility back then, you had to have some East Coast vibe on top of it to really make it stand out and stick to your ear. And that was a thing. The original Ghetto Boy members, out because Scarface came in later, Bushwick Bill came in later. Willie D was kind of on the outside, inside. You know what I'm saying? There was a group, and then Willie D slid in. Then Scarface came and replaced. Then they saw Bushwick Bill hanging out, and somebody was like, yo, this dude, yo, bring him in with the group. Let him do his thing. That's your original Ghetto Boys. N.W.A. was always like them. That's why when them dudes beefed, and it was funny, it was weird, and then you knew they were gonna connect back together because they were actually like brothers, man. The LA Dream Team was out here doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Had success. Pretty sure they're still doing their thing here and there. It's the love for the culture. It's the get down. I mean, like, these dudes, and they had like modest hits. Don't get it twisted. They had their modest hits. This is what we do, man. This is how we get down. Please do your research on the LA Dream Team. I think they had like 3 to 4 albums. Official. There's some videos out there, some live performances, stuff on YouTube and all that. Check them guys out. Salute. Do your thing for that. This is that moment. We might do something about Canada hip hop too at some point. But right now, it's cool to just throw these dudes out there because again, when we think West Coast hip hop, nobody mentions them. Nobody. Salute to these guys. This is that episode. I'm gonna tell y'all now. There's gonna be a point in this episode when y'all listen, it's gonna be like, yo, you foul, bro. For those, if you're easily offended, I don't know. I ain't gonna say apologies because I'm not sorry for what I said. I'm gonna say, yo, I'm a dude from a certain era. I ain't worried about being politically correct. I keep it a buck. Life is what it is. That's how we get down and where I'm from. So hold on, let me let y'all know how the story go down. There's a point where y'all know me, man, because these are segments from the real show. So in the show, we ended up shutting down. Something happened. Had to set back up and start all over again. Not really. Just pick up where we left off. And I tell the story about when I was out here as a battle rapper. And one of my situations where we went to a contest that was rigged from the start. And a handicapped rapper, you know what I'm saying, a rapper with some difficulties. He couldn't speak properly. He was in a wheelchair, you know. And he won. That's the wild part. It ain't the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, and he won. Couldn't understand anything he said. Me and him got into a little tiff. Young me. We're talking high school, freshman year type joint. I ain't even have met my homies yet. We're talking young. I flipped the chair over and proceed to, you know what I mean, do what I do. Because I was like, yo, not only did I just get beat by this dude, I feel insulted, I feel cheated. Then you had a nerve to like continuously bump into me. Nah, man, nah. You navigated around a bunch of other people and you bumped into me. So I told that story. I had people, you know what I'm saying, the night of. Some people was like, yo, that's a crazy story, that's funny. And then I had other people like, yo, B, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm like, you weren't there. These are real stories. This is real life, man. This is how it went down. Like, what I'm supposed to do? Act like it didn't? I mean, I'm just saying, man, you made it seem like you were trying to make fun of the situation. I'm making fun of the situation. Yes, I am. Why? Because at the time, I was not thinking that was funny. I didn't think it was funny till like a couple of days later when somebody was telling the story and I continued to help tell the story and it was like, yo, yeah, this is kind of funny. It's easy to look back in hindsight and laugh at it like, yo, I was wild. I even say it on the joint. I was wild. You know what I'm saying? We were young, man. When you're young, you do young, dumb stuff. Don't act like we don't. Come on, man. Come on, like, yo. Even as a grown man, there's still time somebody fart, you laugh, you snicker, like, he farted. Especially when it's a weird one. You know what I mean? It's like when a regular just joint, she be like, was like, yeah, that's a cool. It's when it get real weird, when you start smelling stuff, you start laughing like, yo, I think my man done dropped the doozy. You know what I mean? We laugh. I laugh at people who fall down. Still, to this day. Like, especially if you're okay. Like, if you be like, yo, you alright? Yeah, then I'm gonna go in. I'm laughing. I don't care. I'm laughing. I catch you falling. I'm laughing. If you're okay. Now, if you're hurt, I'm not laughing. At least right then. I might tell a story later on and be like, yo, and then a drink. You know what I mean? Throw a little extra decoratives on it to make it pop a little bit. That's life. That's life. This episode, we talked about the LA Dream Team. And I also, again, spoke a little bit about a past situation. Hip-hop. Salute 50 years of this joint. Gotta always salute all. I am a advocate for knowing your local hip-hop. Who was rocking back in the day, in the early stages of this culture, where you're from. Because everybody knows about Herc. Everybody knows about Bam and Flash. And we know about all the New York rappers. We know about what went down in Florida. Luke is the guy in Florida. You know what I'm saying? We know about Atlanta. No matter how you want to look, I don't care how Jermaine Dupri loves to try to tell you. Don't get it twisted. Jermaine Dupri was actually one of the first dudes, if not the first guy in Atlanta putting artists on, putting the Atlanta scene on. However, it was Outkast who was actually saying Atlanta. That's the difference. That's the difference. And that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. We talk about the West Coast, and that's what this whole thing about LA Dream Team is, because we don't talk about that group, and they're right there. They are before gangster rap, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta shout that out. Boston rappers. There was a gang of Boston rappers out there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? There was a gang of Connecticut had the Skinny Boys was the first Connecticut group that blew up. You know what I'm saying? Poor Righteous Teacher on paper was the first New Jersey rap group to get a deal, I think. Outright, like not like pieces of a group, like 100% they got a deal and blew up. You know what I'm saying? So it's elements to this, man. There's game to this. Always know your local hip hop. There's always people somewhere that was doing their thing when nobody was watching, and on a local level, that was the guy who would always go to the skating rink. That was the guy that was always at the open mic joints. That was the guy that was always at the school convention, the little shows they put on at school. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, there's a school dance with a local rapper and a local DJ. That was that guy. Like, yeah, man, this so-and-so would always show up and be rhyming on the music. There were people, man. There was real dudes out here doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Guys who have probably never got a record deal. Some guys who probably got a record deal and it didn't work out for them. It don't matter. They was out here. They were doing it in your area. Salute to them guys out there, man. I got a gang of artists from just my spot that was doing their thing. I ain't even thinking about the HBT Hampton. I ain't thinking about Portsmouth. I ain't thinking about Norfolk. I ain't even thinking about Rock Beach. I'm talking about like right in my home city. I ain't even thinking about the uptown. I'm talking about in my area. You gotta salute that, man. Salute that. This is what we do. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, worldwide. Lost Boys. Thank y'all for listening. Let's get into it. Let's go.
He gave us a place to go. A place called the Oasis. Oasis. Oasis.
Yes. That's what happens when you live, man. That's what happens when you live. I don't know what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? I guess it is what it is. But we was out here digging. You know what I mean? You know how we go. Live at the Oasis. Legal Crime Radio. You know how we do, man. We was out here like going through them crates, pulling up them breaks, making it happen. How them dudes used to create. On the block jam. All night long. Yo, anyway, man. We was throwing them breaks at y'all. And then I was like, yo, in the second half, we gonna just throw some original samples at y'all. So, you know, it kind of worked out the way it worked out. Anyway, man, this is what we do. It's August the 2nd. You know what I'm saying? This is the month hip-hop was brought to the world. You know what I'm saying? This is the month. 50 years ago. 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Back when this joint, we talking about like, yo, I don't think this joint was supposed to last past 85 or something like that. They gave that joint a shelf life. They were like, disco came and went. This is gonna come and go. Fast forward, we on a whole nother level, man. We are on a whole nother level. I just wanted to like throw out them joints, the Park Jam joints, the old school joints, them joints that back in the day, them groove joints, the DJ joints, because that's the whole joint. You take the break, you keep rocking it, then the MC comes through like, yo, can I grab the mic and start rocking it? And dude be like, yeah, do what you do. Then they're like, yes, y'all, to the beat, y'all, this right here is the short shot. I say the hip hop, hippie to the hibbity, hip hop, don't stop rocking to the beat, and it on, word is born. Hey yo. So all the ladies say ah, all the fellas say ho. That's what we do, yo. That's how we go. Here we go, yo. I understand, y'all know that scenario. Yeah, you know, the vibe was just there, man. That's that joint, the purity. That's what I was trying to recreate. You know what I mean? When we come back on the second half, we're gonna just get into some samples. The joint home, and I'm trying to stay in that lane too, from whatever to 1985. That's that little era I want to stay in, from whatever to 1985, man. I mean, not 1985, 1995, from whatever to 95. We trying to stay in that little pocket. You know how we do every summer, man. We stay in that pocket, and we gonna do what we do. And while I got y'all attention, you know, that's what happens when you break up, and you know what I'm saying, and y'all start like, yo, what happened, man? Hey, I'm here. Ain't nobody assassinate me. Ain't nobody out here, you know what I'm saying? They tried to assassinate me, God. Ghostface. Hey, I remember when dudes was out here in war, in they street wars, beefing. They tried to assassinate me. Like, come on, man. You gotta be important to be assassinated. They, you know what I'm saying? The corner store dude don't get assassinated. Shorty at the, you know what I'm saying, at the post office ain't assassinated. Who made you that important? Like, come on, man. What? Assassinated. You gonna end up on some t-shirts, and some dudes is gonna pour some beer out for you. There ain't no murals on the wall for you. They ain't gonna name a street after you. You know what I'm saying? A couple of t-shirts here and there, a little beer here and there. That's about it. A couple of people will come to the spot where you got rocked and be like, he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, hey, it was a funeral joint. I saw a funeral joint where the pastor got up and was like, yo, he was buck with him. He was like, yo, he wasn't a good dude. Y'all knew he was just up to and y'all let it happen and blah, blah, blah. Who got something to say? He pulled out the gun. We need more of that. We need more of them people. We need more of them people to be like, yo, man, he wasn't all that good. He was just doing, yeah, y'all know what he was doing. Don't act like he ain't had a block on lock and he was out here popping. He shot Aunt Esther's whole window out the other day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Game out here, man. Remember when he ran over little Ray? Yeah. Cause Ray didn't come back with the right quart of water. I said I wanted red. Then he got red no more. So you gave me purple? Man. Blow, smashed him in the face with the quart of water. Then got in his rider and hit them. Yo, man, yo. He wasn't a good dude. He helped the community. He sold drugs, and then he started sounding like Chuck D. He sold drugs in the community. And you talking about unity? What did he really do for you and me? Hey, I like Nike, but wait a minute. Hey, Chuck was out here killing them. Salute to Chuck D. Hey, Chuck D had that joint, boy. Hey, he had Nike scared for a minute, too. Like, yo, he was a powerful voice for the culture. And he was like, I like Nike, but wait a minute. Nike was like, ooh, Spike, you cool with him, right? Go holler at your man. It's like, yo, can we talk to MTV and BET to black that out? Did MTV block it out? I know BET didn't. Did MTV block it out? I don't know, man. I don't know, but man, for real. We need that kind of hip hop back. The hip hop that make like people get nervous. Like they like, yo, he might shut our joints down. Like, yo, we need to hold up for a minute. Like, yo. But anyway, man, this is what we do. This is how we get down, man. Hopefully this stuff brings y'all nostalgia, make y'all think about back in the like for me, when people say stuff like, how they say that? What was the first song that had you fall in love with hip hop? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, me honestly, it was not a song. It was, I remember it. I was a little dude. We was talking super little. Mom and pops would go somewhere out there on the weekends and we'd have to go with them. Family thing, all the family kids, everybody around, just, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff. Back in the day when that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Remember like when we was growing up, you go to your cousins in them houses on the weekend and everybody was, you know what I mean? Everybody was just together and pop. Everybody was chill. It was big old, everybody sleeping at somebody else's house, yada. So it was one of them moments. We coming back home. And this is early in the game of the culture. And this was a station that was playing what was hip hop, like joints, like little rap, whatever little raps that was out, they were playing them joints. So, you know, you had the Rapper's Delight, and you had whatever else, and you know what I'm saying, stuff that wasn't even really quote unquote hip hop. It was just dudes rapping. And then they was like, when they come back, they're gonna play something. And it was Grandmaster Flash overseas somewhere doing the Good Times cut down. Y'all know the Good Times joint. Good times. Good time. Yeah, that joint, that routine. That was it. That was my moment. I was like, yo, what is this? What is this right here? You know what I'm saying? To me, DJs are magic, man. DJs are magical. To manipulate the music and do what we do. And let me recuse myself from that. To do what y'all do. To do what they do, man. It's still magic. And I know how to do a lot of this stuff, and it's still magic when you hear it. When I hear somebody have a good get down, I'm like, yo, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? That was my joint. In the B-boys, breaking and stuff, and the pop locking and the rocking. Hey, yo, I won't even, like, rap was cool. I was all with dope, I knew all the rap songs and all that. I wasn't down with rappers until saw Crush Groove and saw LL, and I was like, well, who is this dude? Because this dude looked like the dudes outside that I be trying to hang out with. I'm rocking with this guy. And LL became like my favorite rapper. And then Rakim came around and it was like, yo, hold on, you can rhyme like this? Ooh wee. And the arrogance of us as MCs when we're inspired by whoever we're inspired by, and to think that we can come up with some stuff on the same par as them. Like, we like, yo, I'm gonna do what they do. And I'm gonna rock like they rock. Yo, beautifulness, man. It's the beautifulness. And that's a word. I'm gonna use that as a word. Beautifulness. Word. Hip hop, man. It wasn't supposed to be here this long. 50 years. 50 years. KRS One said 50 years down the line, we'll start this because we'll be the old school artists. 2026 is around the corner. 2025, if you want to count those singles that didn't do well before BDP blew up in 86. So yeah, it's around the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's 40 years. So yeah, think about it. That's 40 years. He got 10 more years. Yo, 50 years down the line, we'll start this. We'll be the old school artists. We in that night there. We in that. Salute, tell your kids about this joint. And again, I am an advocate for knowing your local hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I remember having beef. One of my illest, I can't stand Nelly moments was hearing Nelly on a radio station kick it like won't nobody rhyming in St. Louis before him. I was like, what? All the dudes I know from St. Louis around the like mid-90s, and they was spitting their little, I ain't gonna front, they was spitting their rhymes. They ain't sound like Nelly. They sound like Big Mike, Scarface a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That gangster little country swag to it. You know what I'm saying? That joint. They had that to it. You know what I'm saying? Nelly was something else. So I feel him on that. But I remember him kicking it like, yo, won't nobody out here doing it before us. Know y'all local history, man. Know all the MCs who was out there trying to do it, the DJs, the dancers, everybody, the ciphers, because we was all in ciphers back in the day, man. Come on, battles. I remember battles. I lost the gang of battles. Not me, style line. If I'm stopping to think, I think I lost five joints. One battle I hated the most that I lost to, it was to a dude in high school. Like, I remember we was at the cafeteria. They came and rolled up on me like, yo, so-and-so gonna battle you, son. We went outside the building. The security came like, yo. Somebody's like, yo, they about to rhyme. So then it ain't the back this way. And my man hit me, and this is around, we talking Daz Effects days, so the iggity is heavy. And he was like, iggity, iggity, oogie, iggity, you know, I got the higgity boo. Then I got the kiggity oh, siggity got, diggity doo, da-da-da-da, diggity doo. Oh, man. And then he had this one joint. He was like, he had like something with him. It was like a little old wrestling belt. So he threw the joint on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, what the? He was like, you really think you can rap? And he was like, you diggity think you can rap? You really did that. You really whack. You think you got my title? Diggity, give me your back. And he took the belt off my shoulder and the crowd went crazy. I'm like, y'all is really out here wailing for this right here. This is what y'all wailing about. Biggest, best moment of my life, because I realized that you can be dope with the bars all day, because all the MCs came back around to me like, yo, dog, you nice. Yo, you nice. All the people who understood what bars was about came back. Yeah, I don't even know how they saying he beat you, son. You got bars. Like, yo, you said yada. Oh man, what? But he had the crowd in his palm of his hand. He was a showman. And I was like, yo, you got me. But that was just, that was straight whack to me. You got my ticket title? I'm taking it back. Give me it back. Man. Then took the joint off my shoulder and the crowd went crazy. Hate that, man. That's like when you go to places and they got the handicapped rapper and they be like, he drooling out the mouth. You can't understand anything he's saying. He just got a fly with him. You know what I'm saying? Got a little wave with it. You know what I mean? You be like, okay, I'm feeling the vibe with this. He ain't saying 2 words for real. Outside of check, Mike, check. He like that thing, you know, Mike, check. Finna hurt. I should have wanted the money. I move with it now, lady. Yeah, boy. And everybody like, he sound like Flavor Flav with that, yeah, boy. Like, nah, man. Drooling out the mouth. Everybody stand up and they clapping for him. He end up winning the joint. You're like, yo, hold on. My man won this. My man won the money. This is a setup. If y'all want to help this man get some treatment, just say donate. Do not have everybody come up here, put their bars up for this. And then, hold on, dog, you can't talk about him, man. He handicapped. Man, I don't care. Man, look, handicapped people get hurt too. They can get it too. Out here acting like you can't touch them because they handicapped. Dude hitting you with the wheelchair purposely. Alright, one more time, dog. One more time. Boom. Blah, he on the floor. I'm telling you, I'm flipping the whole chair. Boom. Yeah, what? Man, and then I kicked him. I had one of them Jazzy Jeff Fresh Prince Bel Air escorts out. They did everything but lift me off the ground and threw me out. Can't be doing that to people. Man, he hit me, kept hitting me with the joint, man. You know he ain't right. Nah, he ain't gonna be right, cause yo, he definitely about yo. I'm waiting outside for him. He wants that going up. He knew. He kept rolling back inside. They out there waiting for me. Yeah, I'm waiting for you, son. I'm gonna get you. Out here rolling on my feet with that. I lost the battle to you. I'm like, nah. I'm mad right now. I'm heated. Mama up here like, shame on you. You ain't going to heaven. Nobody is. If y'all playing around with this dude, giving him, he ain't beat nobody. He ain't tell him to say 5 good words right now. He can talk. Tell him to say something. Say something. You're in bleep, 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 bleep. Oh, he can cuss. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. That's why I'll knock you out your chair again. Yo, and I ain't trying to be funny, but my man, when I flipped the chair, he started like he's sitting in a chair, and then when he hit, he turned. So then he was just on his stomach. He was on his stomach, and he was just like, no, and he was trying to get away. I was just kicking him on the back. I don't even know if he could feel it. Who knows where he at with his body? But I was just like, told you leave me alone with them wheels, dog. Ignorant. I was young and ignorant. But I was nothing to be fooled with. Yeah, he found out the hard way. Hey, I had like 2 chicks who liked me. They ain't like me no more after that. Like, you so wrong. But anyway, let's get into this right here. Black History moment. My bad, I'm talking too much. Let's get into this music. My bad, y'all. Take it from the top. Yo, he had me bugging. Anyway, yo. This moment in Black History. Hey, we gonna talk about one of the first pioneers on the West Coast. West Coast hip hop. L.A. Dream Team. Now you gotta be a real hip hop purist to know who this is. Because when we talk about West Coast hip hop, everybody likes to start with Too Short, Ice-T, and N.W.A. They don't even talk about the World Class Wrecking Crew, which, by the way, my mama was a fan of because nobody knew that was hip hop because they was all out here like, before you turn off the lights, let me one thing understood. Hey, look, everybody mama rocked that joint. Everybody, young Michelle A and all that, everybody mama was out here rocking that joint. But prior to them, you had a group called the LA Dream Team. And these dudes were like the first official like hip hop group out there on the West Coast that blew up. They had that dance music type joint, you know what I mean? And one of them, they had a joint called The Dream Team Is in the House, Nursery Rhymes, and Rockleberry Jam. They had a bunch of it was just joints. They got signed to MCA. You know what I'm saying? Their first album was Kings of the West Coast in 85. Bad to the Bone in 86. In 86, it was started out as just 2 dudes, by the way. I'm bugging, I'm tripping. I don't know how I'm not talking about that. Started off with 2 dudes, Rudy Pardee and Chris Wilson, also known as Snake Puppy. By 86, they added a couple more people to the mix. You know what I'm saying? They had Lisa Miss Rockberry Love, you know what I'm saying? And then they had another chick who came through named Robin. You know what I mean? They had some other dudes came up in here, the Real Richie Rich. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and Big Bert. They was doing their thing. They was still dropping albums that probably nobody was listening to all the way till like 89. And I'm definitely know by 89, they won't nobody checking for them because by 89, it was definitely all about that gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? All that old party stuff won't crack. And it was definitely all about straight out of Compton, the crazy mother floop, man, Ice Cube. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, all that old shake your body, move your body, we up in the party, all that was dead for the West Coast. Nah, they had to, everybody traded in the dance shoes and the sequins and the Jerry curl juice with the headbands out here looking like a LeBron on Saturday Night Live. For the AKs all black with the Raider cap. Yeah. What? Yeah, but anyway, man, they were the first. They were definitely part of the hip-hop scene on the West Coast pre all that gangster stuff, and they were the first ones to get a major deal, MCA Records. Check their music out. I personally don't like a lot of that kind of stuff, but one day we gonna play that stuff to salute them out. Because it's the culture, man. It's the culture. I wasn't a fan of Hammer back in the day. Let me stop. That first joint, Pump It Up, Pump It, Pump. I was on for that. Then when it's like, Can't Touch This, that Rick James joint, and what was the other one? You Got to Pray Just to Make It. To Donnie Simpson from BET loved Hammer. He played that joint. He knew the words to the whole Pray joint. You got to pray, 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 pray. That's all I know of that joint. You got to pray just to make it today. We got to pray, pray. I don't know nothing else from that. Then what? Here's the wild part. Hammer was like, people was like, yeah, man, I'm making a comeback with Too Legit to Quit. Like, dude, your second album came out in 89, 90. You locked it down for a minute. So then it was like 92, you come in making your quote unquote comeback. You was touring. You were on a world tour. You ain't fall off. You was Nah. Too legit to quit. I don't even know the rhymes to that joint. I just remember the finger motion. Too legit to quit, that you can't do everywhere, because you do that to some places. You got one group of people thinking that's gang signs and you're going to have a problem. You got another group of people thinking that you're doing sign language, so then they talking to you slow. I would like to know which direction. What are you doing? Well, I saw you do. No, that's the too legit to quit joint. What are you talking about? Oh, well, I just thought you was deaf because you ain't say nothing to me. Oh, I was ignoring you. I ain't care about that. Whatever, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get back into this music. Salute to all that we do. Rest in peace to Biz Markie. And we're going to set the whole sample joint off. I'm not bad. I talked for almost 30 minutes, y'all. My bad. But plus I had to get everything rebooted. But let's get into this joint and do what we do like this. Let's go. Yes. Hold on. Before I go, I got to say these few things because y'all ain't understanding how dope this is to find that joint. So check this out. Soul, first album. That joint's called Fair Play, right? We don't play that joint for real. We don't play that joint. We play like 5 joints off the Soul album. One day, let my joint play on shuffle. Them drums sound familiar. I'm like, yo. Then I messed around and ended up seeing Eric Sermon talking to DJ Premier. And he said where he got them joints from. So now I went back to the song. I'm like, yo, hold on. Playing the joint again. I'm like, I hear it. And I already had the sample with the guitar riff. Play them joints together one day. I'm like, ooh, Eric Sermon should be up in that top shelf group of producers, man, for real. That's all I'm saying. We also played, and I don't do this a lot, but I'm keeping it a buck because everybody don't know. David Porter had like 3 to 4 samples in his joint, The Masquerade Is Over. The Jizza joint in the beginning. The Who Shot Ya joint. Then the joint for the Ill Bomb, as well as with them horns coming, fooled you this time. Then I know somebody sampled it. I can't remember who sampled that. And what else we had? Like 2 or 3 different samples. The Bucktown joint, before, all on the same record. In the very beginning of the joint, raw side of the tracks, artifacts on the raw. Yo, that's why you got like these kids out here grabbing samples that are already curated for them and already chopped up for them. They ain't understanding the hunt. They're not understanding the beauty of hearing something and then somebody else grabbing that same record and not even paying attention to that, and they heard something else and it's all flipped out on the same record. So when you hear that joint, you're like, yo, oh my God, what the? Yo, when y'all out here just buying these sample packs, y'all missing the adventure, man. It's an adventure hunting for a sample, man. It's an adventure. You end up liking certain artists, certain music, certain vibes. But anyway, man, I digress. Let's get ready to get up out of here. Thank y'all for riding with me on this wild journey. Salute to Reggie. Yeah, man. Yo, true story. I was so mad at dude. Y'all ain't understand. I was heated because I lost the battle. So not only like I lost. It was a gang of dope. Bring the beat back. A gang of dope MCs. Some dudes from Shell Road. Myself, my man O&O. Because we weren't even a group. We were still like rhyming here and there together, but we weren't official at this point. Man, look. Yo. But anyway, let's get into what we do. Thank y'all for riding. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Oh, I got it talking. Hold on. Let me bring it back. We got. They be like, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Do not lose your temper like I did and do something that's crazy. Do I regret it? No. Because it had to be done. I'm playing. I still don't regret it though, but it could have been done in a better way. Y'all be safe out there. Peace. I'm going to holler at y'all Saturday. Who knows what we going to do Saturday? Word.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.